Okay, we're back for episode 9. In the last episode, we neutralized a spawner and explored a little bit of area. I made a map which wasn't big enough, so I went and resized that map. And we can look at it now, and check that out. There's a red splotch on the map, and I'm not sure exactly what that is. My guess would be it's a whole bunch of lava, but boy, is it a large area. So I think in the next episode we'll go exploring for that. But on this one, I really just wanted to spend some time doing a little bit more caving. So why don't we go ahead and see what there is to see. Oh, looks like I've already been down there. And one thing I am doing is using these sand blocks as a breadcrumb to kind of mark my way. So let's see, don't really want to fall down there. We'll see how that goes a little later. Oh, this doesn't go anywhere. Huh! So I guess so much for that exploration. So now that that doesn't go anywhere, and you know, I'm not hearing any mobs anywhere really. I think chances are we're not going to find much more. There is one more section of lava which might be worth exploring, so let's take a look here. Oh, and not much. So we'll come down and mine all this stuff out later. I don't necessarily need to record that process. You know what all that mining tends to look like. We've been through here before. Oh, hello. Alright, well let's go ahead and explore that spot on the map. That might be an interesting thing to take care of. You know, every time I go through my farm area, I really want to make sure that I'm feeding cattle. And I mean, feeding chickens wouldn't be a bad thing either, but we can, you know, hopefully eventually we'll find a zombie or skeleton spawner, and then arrows won't really be a concern. If we have a zombie spawner, we can spend enough time looking for trying to get the infinity arrows that it won't really be an issue. Alright, let's see here. I'm just going to go ahead and feed my cattle. Right. We'll look and see. It looks like it might be night right now. I hear it raining. We'll see what's going on. So it is night. If you're playing either a single player game or if you're playing multiplayer and no one else is online, you can sleep in your bed and it will immediately become daytime, which is kind of nice. The thing is, when it's raining, it's usually dark enough still for your mobs to spawn. So we got some burning mobs here. I hear a spider as well. There's a spider. Alright. Yeah, I've got so many chickens now, I can just kill whatever I see, and I get feathers that way, which are kind of the rare item. Let's look on our map. Ooh, we're definitely headed the wrong way. So yeah, now looking at the scale of the map, probably what I'm seeing is just lava. I thought that maybe it was a much larger area, but I think it's worth viewing. I don't know what else it could be, so we'll check it out, see what we can find. hear the lava. Oh, yep, wow. There's a big pool of lava just on the surface. So that's what that red stuff there is. There's the village where we got our carrots over there. Interestingly enough, I'm not seeing any deserts around. Deserts are always fun because we can go ahead and get our... you can often find a temple in deserts and they have fun stuff. So since we have plenty of daylight, let's just go ahead and do some off-map exploration here. So I think we're going to head in this direction, which is the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Then we're headed south, basically. There's our village again. We never really walked through the village to see what's going on, so let's check that out. And of course you can trade with the villagers. Most of the time it's emeralds that they're looking for. What is this? Just a block, huh? So now we're getting into areas that haven't been generated, and I find when I'm recording these episodes, oftentimes I catch up with what's actually being rendered. Surprised I haven't seen more chickens around. It would be nice to go on a feather collecting spree. Hey, speak of the devil. I would recommend killing every chicken that you see, after you've got chickens saved up for a farm so that you don't exhaust your natural supply. But already I've got 7 feathers, which is going to be enough for 28 arrows. Each feather is combined with wood and flint to make 4 arrows. Here, a skeleton somewhere. It's the chicken apocalypse. Oh yeah. Hey guys. I can't recall. Oh, bones. Bones are what you use. So you could give these are wolves, they're not going to hurt you. But you could domesticate them if you gave them bones. Hey, pigs! Alright, excellent. Not sure we've come across pigs so far. And a lot more grasslands. So there's some cool places if we wanted to explore down in there. I think I'm going to pass on that for now. Yeah, lots of big cave systems around here. You know, I haven't had great luck exploring caves and finding mob spawners. I usually find them like we found that spider spawner a couple episodes ago, which is I'll be down doing some deep mining and I'll hear just a huge ruckus go up. Yeah, and then we get a jungle biome starting there, and that's where you can find ocelot, which you can turn into domesticated house cats. So let's see here. It looks like this way to head back. So I'm going to go ahead and head back now. Did not find a desert, but got a little look at what's around. Seems to be mostly forests and grasslands, plains biomes. I gotta remember this would not be a bad idea to come and explore. There seems to be a lot of caves around this area. Ooh. I don't think that that's a ravine. It would be great to find one of those, because oftentimes if you find a ravine you can follow it until it intersects with an abandoned mine shaft. And abandoned mine shafts often have skeleton and or zombie spawners. They also have cave spider spawners. I think it's the only place where you can find cave spider spawners. And those are a little bit more rough to deal with than the spiders we dealt with before. For one thing, they poison you, and I guess temporarily, but it's still a pretty bad bite. And then they can also get through a 1x1 square. So I end up using quite a bit of fence to deal with them. Ooh, I see some chicken. Oh yeah, look at all that. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised I'm hearing skeletons from around there. Are we on the map yet? We're not. We're you can see us down in the bottom corner of that map. I think I'm still headed back the right way though, we'll see. The sun is setting, so we have to think about what we want to do here. Tell you one thing I don't want to do is be in a jungle biome with the sun going down. Tends to be a really good place to get mobbed. Let's see if we can kind of do a lateral here. And nearly back to my home base here. So this is where our caving thing was that we left a signal for ourselves. And there's my tree farm up there, my original pillar. So I'm back home. See if we can get there before we have any creepy crawlies get onto us. Alright, well that was actually fairly productive. So I think, let's see what we've got here. I'm going to go ahead and make some weapons, I think. So we've got 3 arrows right here, but we also have 15 of this flint. We want to go ahead and collect our feathers and Can make a few more planks here. Alright, flint for the arrowhead, shaft, and feathers, and I can shift click and it'll give me many. So I have almost one full stack of arrows now. The other thing I want to do is get myself 3 pieces of string. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's wrong. Let's try it this way. There we go. Now we have a bow and arrow, just like this. Bring it up as long as you have arrows. You can hold your right button and fire. And if you didn't hit something, you can pick that arrow up again. So there we go, a little bit of exploring, and now we have bows and arrows. This has been episode number 9. Join us again for the next one.